In this video, we're going to look at a free local SEO report, and we're going to go through it step by step of what it all means. And if you haven't already, you can grab this on our website, flashconsulting.com/free local SEO report. I'll put a link down below. And basically, you put in your business name, it's going to pull in all your information. It's going to give you a report that looks like this. So once you get this report, we're going to go through each one of these tabs, and they do red, yellow, and green based on what they believe. This is a third-party tool that we use. They believe that you're currently ranking at. And so the first thing that we're going to look at is links and website authority. And so the most important thing that we look at for our clients is how many pages are indexed, that Google indexed, and the overall domain authority. Domain authority is what Google thinks about your website. And that could be based on your linking domains. It could be based on your website age. It could be based on your index count. There's a bunch of different things, but really this is kind of a summary of where you're currently ranking at. So the reason I like this report is that first off, it gives you what this means, but also it gives you what your average competitor is at, so you can gauge where you're currently ranking at. So what is this? What does this mean? It will tell you here, but really quick, if you go to the website and you look at all these different pages, these are all indexed pages that are visible. Some you might not be able to see, but that's what an index count is. And then the domain authority is a culmination of all these things. So it gives you an idea, okay, do I need to build more backlinks to my website? Is my website just not old enough yet and Google doesn't trust it, right? Those types of things. The next thing, and this is probably the most important part, is the rank checker. And the rank checker, we look at 500 keywords on a monthly basis for our clients, but the reason that it's so important is because basically it's pulling the top keywords that you should be ranking for based on the type of business that you are and the location that you have selected inside of your Google My Business. So this company, if you see, they're a landscaper in Boston. So what this report does is it pulls these specific keywords that are location neutral, so it's not based on someone's cookies or history. It's just a truly neutral search. And what it shows you is landscaper in Boston, they are not ranking. Landscaper near me, based on a Boston address, they are not ranking. And so what this tells me, if I was the company and as a digital marketing person, is that they need help on a Google My Business perspective. So looking over this, we have videos about what is important on Google My Business. The first and most important thing is Google reviews. And you see they only have one review and they have not responded to it. This is so important to get Google reviews. Just like if you look at a restaurant and you're going to decide, do I want to go to this one or this one? Having more Google reviews is important. Also, from a back-end algorithmic standpoint, Google wants Google reviews because it is the community telling them, hey, yeah, this is a good company or this is not for whatever reason. And they use that in their algorithm. It's about 15 to 20% of their ranking. Overall, they haven't really done anything. There's no photos. There's not much going on here. Adding photos, posting down here is important, getting reviews, building out products, building out your frequently asked questions, making sure that everything's up to date. This is very important. And clearly here, that's why they're not ranking on the stuff that they should be ranking for. So this is big. So poor local listings. This is about 10% of your ranking on Google. And so what this means is that each one of these directories, there's about 70 to 100 directories that or listings that you want. But if you see here, Better Business Bureau, they have Christie Dustman and Company. But on their Google My Business, if you see there, it's an Inc. And so something as small as this, it's going to tell Google, hey, is this the same company? And Google's not going to know, okay, yeah, this is the right company or it's not the right company. And they're not going to be able to trust the information that you're providing because it doesn't line up. So it tells you your NAP errors, your name, address, and phone number. And you could hire a digital marketing company to go in and clean up your listings or build out new listings like Foursquare. There's not one, Hot Frog, right? There's all these different ones. And for you might say, who uses Hot Frog, right? Everyone uses Google. That's not the point of this. The point of this is that Google is an algorithm and they're pulling in information from all these different places to confirm the information that they have. And you're building trust by having their correct name, address, and phone number on all these different platforms. So then Google has more confidence in you and they will post you more frequently because you have information that's up to date. Google doesn't want to give bad information or people won't use Google. So if you have different phone numbers out there, they might say, well, we don't know. So we're going to push them down because we want to give the best information that we know is going to answer these people's questions quickly. So from a local listing perspective, there's some area of opportunity. Reputation manager, they have one review, and that's not really what this is looking at. It's more looking at overall, do they have reviews on different platforms, Facebook, Yelp, Yellow Pages, Google. So if it was me, I wouldn't rank them as good, aside from that they have reviews on different platforms. But clearly they have a lot of area of opportunity to get more reviews. And especially if that's a big part of the ranking, it's important. The last part is Google My Business and social channels. So Google My Business itself, what it will show you is from the landscaper keyword for Boston, Massachusetts, which are the two pillar keywords are, if you look here, landscaper. So Google has specific services that you have to select. For example, if you only did fire pits, you couldn't say fire pit maker in Boston. You have to say landscaper. So it's going to put you into a bucket. And basically what this is saying is the bucket that you selected, which is landscaper in Boston, which is the location that you selected, they rank greater than 50. And so there's a lot of opportunity, obviously, to get them ranking higher. So it shows you here where your competition ranks and what they have and what you need to do. This is a big, big focus for us because obviously everyone's on Google. So if we can rank in the top 3 on Google and we can convert people onto the website, we can convert leads and do those types of things. And the last one is your social channels. So theirs are not registering. And I would imagine it's because they have not posted since 2020. So 2 years ago was the last time that they posted. And so there's no profile found. This is, Facebook and Twitter. It's important to post on those social platforms. I would say that this is not something that's going to move the needle necessarily from a ROI or a client retention standpoint. If you're not running ads, organic truly is dying on Facebook and Twitter. So this is your local search audit. If you haven't got it already, again, go and get it here. It's going to tell you about your company. If you want to set up a time to discuss it with us, that's great. But really, it's a free tool to help you know currently where you're standing. So best of luck. If you're on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, and we will talk in the next video.